Namaste, dear listeners, and welcome to the Iowa channel Astro In with Abhi, Oneness in Astrology and Spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please click on the bell, on the subscribe button, like and share this podcast so that it can reach as many people as possible who would benefit from my insights. Now, I've been speaking to a client who basically she has been a bit of a pushover. Um, very, very difficult to say no. And this has landed herself in huge turmoil. Purely because when you compensate, or you cannot say no, or you take on the responsibilities of everybody, and once that becomes a habit, you start to lose yourself. And this is what has happened, and obviously it becomes very difficult to break that habit because now you have a fear of hurting the person. How do you do it? On one hand, you want to protect your relationship, and on the other hand, you cannot do it any longer. So how do you go about handling such business, so that it's a win-win situation for both parties? Now, remember, most of relationship trauma erupts because of miscommunication, or it erupts because of communication not intended to be a certain way, but it has come out a certain way with the intent to be very pure. And in sometimes it's under emotion, which then causes a drift in the relationship. But fundamentally, we understand that miscommunication, we'll call it miscommunication, or ineffective communication, and how detrimental it is, not just to your relationships, but with everybody around you. So I'm going to discuss an effective way of how to say or how to respect somebody else's storm, but at the same time, knowing what you cannot handle any longer and walking away from it. Because there will be a time in life when maybe it has already happened, or maybe it's going to happen, but you will have to look someone in the eyes. It could be a partner, a friend, a family member, even a colleague, and say to them very firmly, but very tenderly. Now, how I will go about doing it is I'm going to be very honest with you. From now on, I will no longer enter the whirlwind of your emotions. I do respect them, I understand them, I even honor them, but they are yours and they are not mine. I cannot live them as if it is part of my soul. Because in my journey, I also carry my own emotional backpack, my own karma, and it's the only thing I can carry. The weight of my own karma is heavy enough for me. If you decide to stay in your storm, I will support you, always, but from my place, from my calmness. I won't leave you, but I will not lose myself with you either. From here, from my center, I can be your lighthouse. I can be the light in your life, not a ship that's going to sink with you. I love you, and precisely because of this much of love, I need to take care of my own spirit. I need to take care of my grounding, my balance. Loving is not carrying the weight of another one's or another person's life on your back. It is walking together, free, light, each owning its own storms. Love does not have to hurt more than necessary. Love, when it's genuine, it builds you, it never destroys you. And sometimes loving also means learning to say, here I am, but without forgetting myself. Because the consequence of forgetting myself means that we are both lost souls in a relationship that is classified as love. Who is the leader in this case? And where are we being led to? There's only one way, and that's disaster land. But I love you too much to let us enter disaster land. Therefore, I shall take a step back and support you from far, but at the same time, you need to make sure that you are building yourself with that light that I give you, and you're not sucking in that light and sucking me along with you. Now, this is how I will go about handling this kind of scenario. Number one, it's very tactful, it's very direct, and the message is very clear. I need to help you, but in order for me to help you, I need to help myself. I come first. Because if there's no me, then there's no help for you. So I need to help you, but at the same time, I need to help myself. And fundamentally, if you don't have anything in you, how can you help anybody? And this is a huge happening with a lot of relationships today. This is more so in families, where you've got family members unable to say no. You've got family members unable to create that distance between the actual issue and themselves. Because do remember, dear listeners, when you do get entangled with another person's trauma, it becomes your karma as well. Now, how much of entanglement will you allow yourself? Remember, karmic entanglement is real. Every single time you engage with somebody, you are entangling yourself with the emotions. If you have not mastered the art of being above your emotions and being above your senses, then you are definitely getting entangled with them, with somebody else. And over a considerable period of time, you've definitely lost yourself. You are a walking corpse. So we don't want to allow this to happen, because enlightenment is very far from this. And to be consciously aware, or to be conscious, one needs to be untangled from everybody's misery. You can always support, be there, but never entangle yourself. Therefore, it's very important to have a spiritual grounding, and basically leave the word spiritual out. It's very important to be grounded, to be centered, and to become aware. It's very important to become mindful of the things that are around you. So I hope this makes sense to you, dear listeners, and I hope this will benefit you if you are caught up in such a position. I thank you for your time. Please subscribe if you haven't as yet. Please like and share my podcast to as many people that you think would benefit from my deep insights. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Om Namah Shivaya, Haribol, and goodbye.